But we're back.
Oh, yes. I'm probably going to arrange a hiatus once this upcoming arc wraps up, so we can have time to send the videos out.
Okay.
That's what I'm planning, but we'll see. Don't worry, I will be cutting this out. Of the official recording. This is going to stay in our recording, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Thank fucking God.
This will stay in our version. Yeah, it'll be a nice chill session. After all, last session was great. There was no issues with last session.
Last session was so chill, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. There wasn't a moment where there totally wasn't a moment where part of Jermaine's soul died.
What are you talking about?
That's how I know
When
you're
rolled-
lying. Everyone knows I don't have a soul, dude.
One of
Being
the
so dramatic.
one of the most awful Nat ones I've ever seen.
Dude, it was fucking it was the worst. It sucked. Very, very bad.
It's like
Not
this
good
guy's
stuff.
already had bad luck just in life.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Hakeem's already like not really a lucky guy. He's
Not doing great.
He's not doing good now. No, he's not. Poor guy.
God, Sam is strong then. Just Jermaine looking at Hakeem and then thinking of Mito, just like, God, Sam is strong then. Caved in his breastplate with a black hole.
Oh, fucking Christ. It's... The power difference is a little insane.
Guys, I'm not going to stand for this Hakeem slander, okay? He's just a meaty boy.
That is
okay?
true, actually. No. I
That's
will
great.
say, I do feel like Hakeem is going to make some jumps at some point.
I
if
mean,
he stays alive.
He definitely wants to now. After what happened.
That's good to see. Finally,
It's
you
only-
have revenge. You have what Mito had right at the start. of the campaign.
You have revenge. It's crazy. You have revenge. Yes. Well done.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, but it's also a dish that should be served in the first place in order to work. Welcome everyone to session 8 of Chainsaw Man D&D. Last time, the battle against the higher members of the Western Mafia took place. As Hakeem and Crash rushed towards the beach, Alina tried to escape Hookman, but was knocked down and locked away by the green suit's power. Then Misfortune was brought down after trying to defend her. Meanwhile, Hakeem and Crash knocked out one guard, and then Crash eviscerated the other. Hookman clashed with the Fiend, and as the Fiend the Hybrid fought, Hakeem revived Misfortune, and they worked together to get the prison box containing Alina. However, Hakeem was badly wounded by the green-suited man's rebounding ice magic, and he watched as Crash fell to the Hookman. Hookman returned to his master's side and was battered by Hakeem. This led the green suit man to teleport away, leaving Hakeem's unconscious body to be crushed by a cell block, killing him. Alina woke up and revived Crash, but the two of them found Hakeem's dead body and saw it was being absorbed by Det. Alina, along with the devil in her heart, made a deal with Det to bring Hakeem back if she would fight on the Det Devil's side in the upcoming war. With this agreement, Hakeem was revived, but what took place next was an argument between the team due to the nature of Hakeem's death and resurrection. Eventually, they all came to the same understanding that a fire had been lit, and they were going to take their revenge on the people who killed Hakeem and kidnapped Lily. And with that, all of the team turns to see an unconscious Mafia soldier. The lights of the ship have now vanished from the horizon. You can no longer see them, but you can see this unconscious soldier with a heavily bloodied nose lying face down in the dirt beside the trees, the chopped apart trees.
I think this is the first time I'm happy we left anyone alive.
Well, don't celebrate just yet. This guy can easily go and meet his friend if he doesn't tell us what we want to know.
All right. You want to wake him up? Or should
Probably
I?
should tie him up first. As Hakeem would start wrapping his chain, the chains around him, and just hold them tightly.
So you're wrapping around. Can you just give some detail on specifically how you're wrapping the chains around him? How and where?
So he's lied down on his back, isn't he? So
Right now, yes.
Hakeem will start with wrapping the chain around his hand and linking that to wrapping it around his legs as well. So imagine like
Oh,
his
properly like turkey style, like legs and
Turkey.
fit together. Okay,
Mm,
cool.
we about to eat, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You would easily do this. He does not wake up during this.
As Hakeem's kind of tightening it, he's going to turn to the other two and just say, what do you reckon we should say to the guy? No use in us waking him up if we don't actually know what we want to ask him.
Well, what do we need to know? A lot. We need to know a lot. I'm not even sure exactly who those people were or where they took your friend, Alina.
They're.
Hold
don't
up, do
know.
you know what group this is?
Well, a little bit, not entirely. Um, they're kind of a group of people that have made me who I am.
I don't
In
follow.
what way? Like, made you into the incredible person you are right now, standing in front of us? Can you give us a little bit more than that?
No, sadly, not that nice. So, you know how I said, oh god, this is gonna be a very long conversation. Okay. So you know how I said that I went to the competitions and I was doing great and then something bad happened?
I take
Yeah.
it they're the bad thing that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, so they're part of a group. I don't know what they're doing, but they had me and they had Missy and we ran away from them and we're trying to escape them as much as possible. I mean, I don't even know why they're here in my hometown as well. Like, I have no clue what they're up to, but I know it's not good.
To top it off, now they've captured someone that they know matters to you. Evidently, you were their target.
But why would they want me?
You said that they created you, no? Surely that's got to have
Well,
something to do with it.
yeah, I guess so. I don't really know what they were up to. Basically, what happened was, I mean, this is gonna be a lot to take in, but I basically got, I guess you'd say, like, kidnapped. I was on a date with this guy, and then all of a sudden I woke up and I was in like a hospital bed, and I was linked up to loads of machines, and like there was this big machine that was like moving this red liquid around, and I just remember like freaking out, and next thing I know I had all these crazy powers and was running around, and it was crazy, and then I ran out and I found Missy, and then we both immediately ran away and tried to get away as far as possible.
Missy would nod.
So they've been hunting you down.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Just our luck to be caught into some shit like this. I still had 2 weeks left. Oh god, this is such a drag.
But I don't get why come here? Like, we weren't even here to begin with. They've
Well,
been here for
seems
a
like
while. Like, when I was talking to Lily, they were planning this for ages.
this meet up on the beach.
Yeah, they've been doing this for months. They've been like building up some kind of team. I came down here because Lily was part of, and she said they were part of this organization that we're trying to. Oh, you're gonna think it's so stupid. That we're trying to change our viewpoints on devils and maybe find a way to work in unison with them.
You're right. I do think that's stupid.
Well, if it's a
People
lie,
think
wasn't
that.
it?
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
obviously it's a lie.
I mean, Alina's friend thought it.
What did you have to say during all of this, huh? Aren't you meant to be the smart devil? You just let her run in like this?
I smartly believe that humans are dumb enough to actually think that devils could be connected to in such a way. And I also
Wow.
smartly saw us a way out of RDH, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But I guess I was an idiot.
Your words, not mine, cat. Look, what
It's
are
off.
we going to ask this guy?
Well, I mean, it wasn't a guy. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be these guys. Like, that was a complete surprise. I thought it was just. Well, Lily said it was a group of people who have been going around and they're trying to build up more allies. And apparently there's like a war that's gonna happen. I mean, there really wasn't a lot being said that made any sense, but Lily believed in it, and I mean, I believe in her more than anyone else, and it just sounded so nice. I
Hakeem
don't
kind of
know.
just glares at you briefly. He looks like he wants to say something, but he's just biting his tongue. You can tell. He's just tightening the chains.
So your friend's not really your friend?
No, I don't think Lily knew who these people were. I think unfortunately they completely duped her as much as
Yeah.
she duped me, and I think they figured out that if they got her to ask me that I would say yes.
Yeah, this was definitely planned. They knew exactly what they were doing. They had their eyes set on you.
They wanted
But
you. They were prepared to kill me. I guess they've lost interest in me now.
they didn't get rid of your friend, though. So we can take that as a guarantee that they want to keep her alive, at least until they get their hands on you. They
Yeah.
know that you're going to go for her.
Misfortune would shudder at you saying that about Lily.
Yeah, sounds like they're probably going to keep her as bait because they know that you're going to go after her. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if I'm in the right headspace for all of this right now. It might be a good idea to get RDH in on this. I mean, as I look at Alina when I say this, they're going to be told about what happened tonight anyway. Best thing we can do is comply and hopefully get an insight into what the fuck is going on here.
What
We
if
could
they're
question
part
it.
of the same people?
What?
Well, we don't really know who these guys are. I mean, all I know about these guys are that they're looking for me and that they want something to do with me and they're not great.
Sorry, let
How
me
do
get
we
this
know?
straight. Let me quickly get this straight. Are you telling me you think the people who are trying to get you to come here, promising that, they were gonna unite humans and devils together, you're telling me you think those people are RDH? Like, in
Well,
disguise?
okay, doesn't it make. Okay, think about it this way. We got sent here by RDH. They gave us time off. They gave me basically the whole incentive to come here at the same time. Like,
No, the fuck they didn't. No, you were meant to stay inside. I was meant to keep eye on you, and then you left. And then we nearly all. I mean, oh, fuck. All right.
I just don't think we should be as trusting of organizations. I mean, that's how I got here.
It's quite a theory.
I mean, maybe RDH is fine, and maybe they are against these guys and have, some kind of task crew who are going around trying to stop these guys. But what if they aren't? What if it's all linked somehow and then we get up into more shit? Like, I don't think we should be trusting people as freely as we are.
Lena,
It's
Crash. I can't believe I'm saying this. Can you speak some sense into this girl right now? Because I'm
Are you
losing
for
it.
real? What is he going to say?
Look, I don't know, man. My head's hurting real bad, and I just feel pulses throughout my body at this very moment. I don't know exactly what to say here. I think whatever trust issues we have with the RDH, this is way too complicated for them, I would think, to set all this up for there to be a secondary group that's not actually the RDH, blah, 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 blah. I can't even keep up. But what I think we should do is that we have someone right here who will be more than willing to say who these people are if I put my claws near their throat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he knows
That
where they
sounds
are.
good. Yeah, there's no guarantee he'll tell us, but it's likely he knows. There might be somebody at RDH who has a devil contract that could maybe pry into his mind or something. I don't know.
Possibly.
Look, I don't know where the sudden mistrust of the company has come from, Alina, but look, if you're going to take actions that fuck me and Crash over, the least you can do is give us a heads up first.
Exactly. Look, the RDH has been good to me. They've been giving me food. They've been giving me these clothes and a shelter.
I actually have a
I'm
house
living a
now.
pretty good life at
You
the
are a
moment.
slave though, Crash.
But
Like you are
no,
aware of
no,
that.
I'm their fighter. I'm their fighter. You see, the strongest among them.
You are in bondage though. If you tried to go out on your own way, if you tried to resign, you would resign from life. You would go back to you'd go back.
All right.
You go
Well,
back
let me
there.
get it straight then. You think it's better he side with the two people who try to fucking kill us just now?
No,
Hook face
I'm not
and
saying. I'm not
What
saying that.
I'm trying to, what we're trying to say, listen, I got into my whole situation that I'm in now because I overly trusted everything. I got into this situation again because I overly trusted everything. I can't just keep trusting things that seem fine and seem good on the outside. I'm starting to believe that maybe everything to do with this whole thing with the devils, maybe it's all corrupt. Like,
You can trust me.
Yeah, and you're alive now because you trusted us.
I trust
So why
you
don't you
guys.
trust us a little bit more in
I
this,
do. I
okay?
trust you.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
if I cut out how I want to always, side, I must side with you, Alina, and her. If I cut that out, then I'm more in favor with. No, I'm neutral. I'm neutral overall, and that means that it's a 2 against 1 for the, for your plan, Alina. So that if we're doing things democratically, like humans like to do, then that means we talk to the RDH.
the cat speaks sense.
Shut up, human.
All right, devil. I'll take a note out of your book. Look, tension's still high, all right? And we're in the dark about a lot of things. But instead of maybe flinging around accusations and theories, let's go based off what we do know at this moment in time. This group, they want you, and they're expecting you to come over to them. So it's probably best that we arm ourselves as best as we can before we start trying to go save anybody. Do you reckon that's at least like sane? Like that makes sense?
It's sane, but what if they do the same thing that they did to me to Lily? We don't have time to waste.
We don't. So I'm going to wake this guy up. We're going to ask him some questions. And on our way to this place, I'm gonna make a few phone calls. Does that make sense? To be honest, we do need a rest, though. I'm not in any shape or form ready to go out into any fighting. I need at least a day or two to rest. But if you really want to rush in,
We can at least ask a question or two. Crash is gonna walk over and just around like a meter away from the guy who's tied up, and he'll first
Okay.
lightly hit him straight in the shin with his foot.
There's a little pap in sound, and there's a grunt from the body, but he still doesn't quite surface.
Does anybody want to help me wake up Sleeping Beauty?
Right.
yeah,
Gonna
wake
walk
it
over
up.
and slap him.
What's going on?
I don't know. I think you may be able to tell us what's going on here.
I can't. He starts. You notice he's like pointing his neck up because of this awkward position, and he tries to flex his hand almost like he's firing something, but because of the way you've tied his hands and legs up, he can't seem to fire the same projectile he was firing before. As he goes, "Oh, my nose! You broke my nose."
Yeah, that would be my knee. I'll make sure it apologizes later on if you're nice.
Where are they?
Look, we don't have time to answer your questions, okay? We hardly have enough time for our own. So let's skip this, where are they shit. You're gonna answer some of our questions, and if we like them, then you get to live.
No,
Otherwise,
can't answer anything.
you can't or won't. What's the...
Can't.
Hmm.
He looks to the side.
Oh, shit. He must be in some kind of contract or something.
You sure?
If he's saying he can't...
Well, anybody can say they can't. There's only one way to check if they can't, and I lean down towards them. Hey there! What's your name? Can you say anything?
He doesn't say anything. He looks to the side. His nose.
Do
still
you know who I am?
doesn't say anything.
Come on, you were speaking before. You can speak now. No? You know what? I'll tell you who I am if you don't know. People call me Crash. But the RDH, well, my real name is the Dismemberment Fiend. And so I have a few skills that you may not know about, really. And I'm a pretty good surgeon myself. And I kind of lift up my hand in front of him, kind of showing each and every one of my fingers. And then I reach out towards my pointer finger, and I start to slowly rip it off. Now, you see, I'm able to, well, I do this kind of often. It's a part of my whole strategy of freaking people out and fucking people over. And so, you say you can't. And you may say you're in some sort of contract. But if you are lying about that, or if you are, well, trying to fuck us over, I wouldn't be particularly happy. So, and I reach over and I grab onto his hand. You know what? I'll go through the pain with you. Okay.
Can you please roll intimidation, please? Because of the method, I'll say you can use your strength modifier because of how you just grabbed him to
Oh,
intimidate.
thank you. Strength modifier for intimidation.
Yeah. Plus proficiency if you have proficiency in it.
I do not. It'll just be a strength check.
Okay.
Oh, that's accidentally advantage. That's a 6. That's a nat 1.
Nat 1, you hear these like whimpers from him, but he just sort of clenches his fist as he's
Yeah, fuck it. I rip it off.
Fuck.
I kind of lean a little bit forwards, raise one hand kind of towards his mouth, see if he says anything. And I lean back a little bit and I lift up my hand towards him. Hey, we're twins!
Fuck.
Ah, so boring! And I stand up and I start to walk away. And then I slowly place my finger back onto my hand and it'll kind of nailed back on a little bit. And I look over towards Hakeem and I shrug.
All right, fine. Hakeem's gonna step forward now and give it a shot. As he's gonna take a sit down, actually, just right in front of him. Look, there's a way of us healing that. All we want to know is the information you have, and then things can get a lot better for you. Okay.
Shit. Can you hear it?
Sorry.
Oh, shit. Can you hear it? Can you heal it?
Well, funny enough, I was dead only about 10 minutes ago, so I'm pretty sure we could fix your little situation you've got going there. Look, believe me or not, as far as the healing thing, but one thing that I can promise you for definite is we can make it a whole lot worse. Now, the way we can avoid that is you telling us what we want to know regarding your group and whatever kind of mission you lot are in.
I told you I can't tell you.
You can't tell us.
No.
What about in writing? Do you not write it down?
I can't let you know it.
Right. And what reason is that? You in a contract with someone?
Yeah, you said it.
Who are you in a contract with?
The prison devil, the same as him.
The same one as that guy. Same one as that guy. Yeah, okay. Well, what's that guy's name? Are you able to tell me that?
No. No names, no plans, no locations. Can't tell you that. As he looks outside.
All right then. Alina?
Yeah.
Stand up. I'm going to tell you something that you're probably not going to like to hear. It's very unlikely we're going to get anything out of this guy, okay?
Okay.
So either we take him back with us, put him behind bars, let him rot, maybe have somebody see to him and maybe break him on, or not. Or we just kill him here and now. You're pretty angry about your friend, aren't you? So it might make you feel a little bit better. I wouldn't know. It's your choice, but I'll be honest, I need to get as close to a bed as possible because I am exhausted. So it's your call.
I think let's take him back. There's no
Okay.
point in murdering more people. I mean, come on, we've just had a hell and back with what's happened. Let's just... I'm sure he doesn't mean what he's doing, and we might be able to get stuff out of him. I mean, you said RDH will help, and they've got people that can do stuff, so... If you want to trust them, then let them make the decision.
If you're okay with that. I know you're wanting to get to your friend, but I think it would be suicide for us to rush into anything right now. Especially because clearly at the moment, none of us are going to be good enough to keep up with them lot. Especially if they've got a team and they're fighting on a home turf.
Yeah.
Hakeem's going to walk over and he's just going to kick the guy like in the stomach to try and just like knock him out.
He's knocked unconscious.
Okay, fine. I grabbed my phone. Quick question.
Yeah.
A whole cell block follow me, right?
Yes, it did.
what does my phone look like right now? As I
Can you roll a
reach-
luck check, please?
Fuck me! Oh,
No.
oh my
Hey,
god, no!
you did well on the last luck check you made for Pennymouth.
I,
Come on.
I did. I did. You're right.
You got this. You got this.
Okay, flat luck check. Here we go. Let's get the dice to load in. The dice are loaded in. I don't have advantage. D20. Okay, here's my luck. Roll. That is a 7. That's a 7. We're off to a
Your
great start, guys.
phone is destroyed. It does not respond when you try to switch it on. The buttons don't even actually work. Right now, it is gone.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Oh, kill me. That's one thing.
It's fine. We'll just borrow someone else's phone, right?
Crash, it doesn't work like that, okay? This is like the real world. You can't borrow shit like that and just get on with stuff. Like, it doesn't work like that, okay? I need to
Like, you
buy a
not
new...
have the RDH's number?
Huh?
The RDH. You're trying to call them, right?
Yeah. Do you have... You don't have a phone, Crash.
No, we can just go get someone else's, right? That's what I'm
Fine.
trying to say. Okay.
No,
Look.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Look, I know
God.
Pennymouth means a lot to you on that device of yours. We can get a new one.
Crash, I don't even play Pennymouth anymore, okay? I've already got the payout.
You
Pennymouth is
don't?
useless to me now. Yeah. All right, so apps like that are only useful for a certain period of time. Once you've won, the chance of you winning again decreases dramatically, okay?
Hakeem,
That's what. What?
I don't want to know. And I go over and I pick up the body.
You
Let's get out
fucking
of here.
are! You hear from afar.
I know, and then I started to get a little bored when you explained the money thing, so we're gonna go.
Fuck you.
Where'd you head?
Where do we head? Back to... is it safe to go back
I
to
don't think it is.
Aaron's place, Alina? Probably not.
You probably need to get a phone. Get like a payphone or something just to call in. But yeah, going back to her house is not a good idea, probably.
Is there a payphone?
Oh, fuck it, right. Alina, is there a
Have we
payphone around here
seen any?
that you'd know of, Alina?
Any payphones?
Payphones, yeah. Hakeem's phone's broken. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, you can use mine. She'll hand you
Oh,
her phone.
there we go.
Thank goodness. Akeem punches in the numbers and hops on a call with RDH officers.
Cool. Luckily, I'll say, yeah, you're smart. You'll have this number memorized for safety. You punch in the number given to unlisters. This is a slightly faster network than the public one, which is the number you would have had to have used if you had used any other phone.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually get on, as you hear, "Hello, please state your name and answer code."
Hakeem Jahar. Answer code. Question DM. Is that something I already know, or am I making this up right now?
Make it up. Make it up.
Answer code 8975.
Thank you very much. One moment. Hello, Mr. Jahar. What is your issue right now?
We need a pickup. Currently, we have just engaged in a battle with a group. We have one of theirs, and we'd like to bring him in.
Do you have a devil in custody?
Not a devil. No, this guy's definitely human. As I give him like a little nudge with my foot.
A human using demonic powers?
As he asks this, can I Hakeem's gonna lower down to quickly check his hand. Do I see anything in his hand, or was the projectile seemingly coming out of nowhere?
Make an investigation check.
That I shall. Very interesting. I think my investigation is minus. Oh no, it's plus. Let's go.
Nice.
17 investigation.
Yeah, you remember both this guard and the other guards that were there were able to shoot these piercing projectiles by covering up their hands with the long sleeves of their uniform. You see no markings on his hands. This is clearly some internal power.
Hmm. Yep, definitely in a contract with a devil. Not too sure which.
What's your location?
I can't remember the name of this place. Where are we again? I just been calling it Alina's hometown.
Outside of London.
Yeah, but Alina, where are we?
On the beach in Haskaran.
We're on the beach in Haskaram. I tell him.
Very well. Please hold, as a very annoying jingle goes onto the phone as you wait for quite a bit. Eventually, the jingle stops as... hello, Mr. Jahar, are you there?
Yep, yeah, we're here.
Thank you for waiting. We have been given a report to send a ship. It should be there in 5 hours.
5 hours? Fuck. What do you reckon we do in that meantime then? The people we fought can come back in a moment.
Can you get to a place of safety? Can you reach the Haskaran precinct?
A bit of a walk, but yeah, we could get that done.
Please stay there. If you are in danger, stay there. I will inform them to collect you. I'll inform the people who are coming to collect you from that police station.
Thank you.
Please remain safe. Also, I've been asked to ask you: is the dismemberment fiend, is the misfortune devil, and the girl connected to the loneliest fiend, the loneliest devil, were still with you?
Yeah, whole party's here.
Okay, thank you. As she types again and goes, "Thank you very much, Mr. Jahar. I'll leave the call now. Are there any more questions?"
No, none. Thank you very much. As I hang up. Here you go, Alina. Alright, well, seems like we've got some walking to do. So, got enough time to argue all we want until we get on that boat. Sound good?
Yeah.
Oh, are we getting on another boat?
Yeah, we got to go back. We can't stay here.
Oh
You
my
do know,
God.
by the way, that 5 hours is very fast. Like, this is a top quality boat that is being sent to you right now.
Yeah.
Because it took the ferry took the ferry basically a day to get you to here.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
I bet the dolphins would love the speed.
My ribs are still fucking hurting me. Okay, we better get walking anyway. And
Yeah, you would be walking with a limp after what happened to you. Yeah.
I'm assuming all my the bones that are broken are still broken. I'm assuming they're still jacked up, no? Or am I like A-okay?
You're not A-okay. The one, I'll say that it didn't pierce your bone. It sort of went through a lot of muscle right now. So that means you are in a lot of pain. The ice shard, I mean. You're in a lot of pain, but you are...
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, the Debt Devil healed your bones enough so that you wouldn't immediately die of internal bleeding. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Because that would violate the contract immediately.
Yeah.
Because he will put you in a position where you immediately die again.
Yeah. No worries. That sounds good.
Could Crash quickly pick up the finger that was pulled off from the guy?
You may, yes.
And just to get a little bit of juice in him, he's gonna do a little bit of a blood drinker on the finger, just a little bit up, because he's gonna later carry the body.
Sure.
And possibly Hakeem as well. But
roll 1d4 plus your con.
He's using 1d4
That's all you'll get.
That's
all you'll
totally
get
fine. It's just a
from the
little
finger.
like lollipop.
Yeah.
34 plus my con. That's fine. It's better than nothing.
Cool. You heal that much from the finger, and now you would have like had to have you would have had to have sucked the blood from the finger itself. So now it looks very bad
So it's
off.
like it does. It looks like I'm smoking a finger at the moment as Crash leans down and picks up the body, and he looks towards Hakeem. How you are limping.
Yeah, you can tell he's not doing well. He's kind of like holding on to his lower abdomen as he's walking. But as you kind of look in, suggesting, I'm assuming you're suggesting that you carry Hakeem, aren't you?
A little bit like Crash's eyes open up a little bit, and he kind of offers out a hand with like a little sly grin on his face.
Oh, I don't know. To be honest, would be really nice, but if we do get ambushed on the way over there and you've got your hands full, that's probably not going to be good, is it?
I can grow more hands.
I'm convinced. Okay. As yeah, Hakeem's going to let you carry it.
Alright,
Nice.
I'll also carry Hakeem.
As you move through Haskaran, you would notice that time-wise, it would have just about hit 10:30-ish after the time you took to have that talk and stuff. So there are still quite a few people milling around the city. As Alina, you would lead the way, but realize that people are going to start looking at this bizarre group.
No.
Alina's like,
Hmm?
hi everyone, and she's just gonna kind of push everyone a little bit faster.
Crash will look towards people and just spit out the finger onto the floor and continue walking.
There would be this scream as people would start to rush out of the area, thinking that you are a serious threat.
Oh shit.
Fuck, man. Couldn't get even downtown without causing some mischief.
Some people need to grow up. It's just a finger. I guess we just keep heading this way?
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Alright.
As you would make
And
your way,
go.
I'm sorry, as you would
No,
make
that's
your way to the police station, making your way in very awkwardly through the doors, as they aren't really. No, they would have double doors, so you will be able to like make your way through, but it would look very awkward to the receptionist at the other desk. But as you walk forward, the receptionist would say, "Yeah, I know you. We've got a safe room ready for you guys and him. What? It's fine." As he spotted the fact he's missing a finger, but shakes his head as he goes, "Just follow Dave over there. All right, Dave the policeman waves to you, and he'll take you to the safe room as he'll move you along. You make your way through this very clean space. Notice would be taken that blood is dripping from this person's hand onto the floor as Dave would go, Could you cover that before it drips anymore?
My hands are full.
It's fine.
Crash, come on.
Alright, I drop Hakeem, and I'm going to reach one hand over and grab onto the wound that's bleeding.
All right. Gina, Dave the policeman would offer a hand to you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Right.
Didn't think I'd be getting dropped.
This way. Do you need help? As he'll offer a hand to help you walk.
Hakeem would shake his head as he just like,
Oh,
no, let's
okay.
get out of here.
Alina would run over and help Hakeem.
this way. As he would open up the safe room, you see it's clearly it is a prison in the middle of the area, but they have laid out a comfortable like pillows and blankets, sort of like a futon situation for people to rest on. There is a very old shit TV in the corner, and also the pile of various bland looking snacks and store bought stuff. As he'd go, it's not pretty, but you'll be safe here.
We
We've
appreciate
been
it.
told you're having an extraction. The local 3 of the local hunters from here will be joining you.
No,
Please
word
make
really
yourself
gets
comfortable.
you look fast.
They just called in. I don't know. Are you not a squad member?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly then. Of course, they called in fast.
Hmm.
As he nods and leaves you guys in, as he would close the door behind you. As you notice he stands guard at the door.
It feels good to be popular.
Yeah, especially you two. Everyone's always asking about you guys.
Because we're just so interesting.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Hakeem, you're asked about too, I'm sure. I mean, look over there. And she's going to point to a random woman and be like, she's totally looking at you like.
There's no
Alina?
other women here.
Yeah.
It's the safe
Alina,
room.
we're on our own, okay? As nice as the hypothetical woman you've just made up sounds, I'm okay with going below the radar.
I love it's like Alina points at like a painting or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's
It has
like
a woman on it.
no, there would be a stack of magazines. So she points at a magazine
God.
and
It turns out Alina's actually missing an eye after that fight.
no, I was going to say she's gone insane. She's just look at all these women love you.
I think I need a nap. I'm really tired. Oh my god. She's going to get her phone out and she's going to really quickly dial a number and be like, "Hi, Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry. We had to go really fast all of a sudden."
Yeah, we're still waiting. Would you have called your mum, dad, or called the house phone? Before you said
The house phone.
house phone. Cool. Your mum would have answered and gone. But we're still waiting for you. Don't worry. Are you two all right?
Perfect. Yeah, we're fine. We're all fine.
Yeah, Hakeem and Crash and they rushed out. We tried to catch them, but they were gone already.
Yeah, I am so sorry. We didn't have time. We kind of just had to really go fast.
Okay.
I'll be back soon, hopefully. Hopefully.
Soon, Alina, you. What's happened?
Lily got kidnapped.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is it? Lily, she got kidnapped. What? I know. Is this what you were telling us about? Is this?
Yeah. We got tricked by some people and they took Lily. The same people that I told you about before, and so we're on our way to sort it out.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know what I'm going to say to Sue. I
just tell Sue that Lily's coming back for a holiday for a bit, and
I can't
she'll be
say
back.
that. I need to tell the police. I'll call them now. They have to know she's missing.
Mum, listen, I don't know if the police will do anything, but we are with the people that will do something. So just hang tight. Pretend that Lily's come with me back to the city, just for now, just for the people in the village, because you know what they're like.
That's not going to That's not going to work with Sue. She's going to want to call her. She's. How serious is this? Sorry, I'll put your father in. Alina, what? How safe are you? Are you with your team?
Yeah,
right now?
I'm with the team.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
But yeah, we're with RDH. We're on our way back. We're going to sort it out. It's just I just need some time. Tell Mum to calm down and tell her that Sue can just hang tight for a minute.
I don't know if she can. She was saying that, Lily was getting, I suppose it would make sense if we say that she's run away, but that, as long as you're safe, we're very happy and proud of you too. Okay.
Yeah, I will be back as soon as I can. I just need to sort some stuff out. It won't be long. I promise. It won't be long.
Okay.
Okay.
We love you a lot.
Okay, I gotta go. We're kind of in a weird little room, and there's loads of little creatures walking around. I think I need a nap.
Please talk to Hakeem. He seemed. I think he knows first aid. Alina,
Okay,
if you're seeing
okay, I'll
things
be back.
again,
Oh, cute
you,
little bunny.
every
Hi.
time you stay up late, Alina, this happens. Can you please get off the phone? We
Okay,
love
okay, I'm
you.
gonna have a nap.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. As they would just say bye constantly until you hang up. And with that, time would pass in the space. Please, can you guys give yourselves a short rest, as it will be uninterrupted? And is there anything you guys
Okay.
would like to do in the space for these next 5 hours?
Hmm.
Um, Hakeem would want to talk with Alina at some point.
Okay.
Okay, Alina's gonna have a nap before, because she's going a bit delirious.
How long would you nap for? How long does Alina nap for?
Probably 2 hours.
Okay, cool. You'd wake up very refreshed ish. It's a short rest, and Hakeem.
Hey, sorry, I didn't want to wake you. I didn't mean to stare or anything.
Yeah, hi. Sorry. I was going crazy. I saw a bunny.
You were seeing a lot of things for the sound of it. You kept telling me and Crash that there were fairies in the room, and we just obviously had to ignore you.
Wow. You know, my dad used to always say that as a kid I used to do that. How fun. That's so weird, huh?
Sure, yeah. Like, I don't want to be weird or anything, okay? But I've been struggling to sleep recently. Um, and it's been pretty bad. I think it's got a lot to do with my recent deal, the contract I made with the Light Devil. I think the fuckers like I don't know, bringing my worst fears to light or something. I don't know. There's something going on there. But
Oh no.
yeah, it's not good. Every night, um, he's now I don't know, like living out my feelings during the night. It doesn't feel great. You said that you're used to sing, right?
Yes.
Do you mind like singing for me? I don't know. It might help me sleep.
Yeah, I can do that. What
Don't.
song do you want?
Um. I don't mind anything. I just want something to calm me down. My head's racing 1,000 miles per hour right now.
Okay, cool. I can do that. Okay. Hey, Crash,
Huh?
do you want in on
Yeah.
this? Hakeem wants me to sing a song. Do you have a song that you want me to sing?
Um. No, I don't really have any songs I remember. Um. Now you could take the reins on this.
Okay, cool. She's going to do. She doesn't actually. Would she still have a guitar in her? Probably not. Probably would have
You've
left it.
never, you. It seemed like you left it. At
Yeah, I was
least
gonna
you
say.
never said you had it in combat. I'm gonna have to say
No,
the moment's
no,
passed. To
she
be
would
fair,
have left.
you never said you were bringing it to your house. So I'll say it's back at the flat in central London.
Yeah, I think it's
Mm.
still back at the flat.
In
I was gonna
central,
say
yeah.
she might have one at the house, but I don't think she would have taken it
No.
to a boat.
Well, you didn't think it was an ambush, so you wouldn't have taken something
No,
you
she
can
wouldn't
channel your
take it.
magic through.
She will just instead she'll just outwardly sing a nice lullaby that she remembered from like it's like a traditional Haskaran lullaby.
As yeah, as Alina kind of sings her lullaby, Crash is kind of like whispering to himself. The only song that he really knows, like Pink Bony Club.
Fucking knew it.
Oh my god.
He's just gonna start mumbling to himself. Nobody else hears this.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'll give you inspiration for that. That's a really sweet. That's a sweet callback. That's a sweet callback.
Good. That was really good.
Lovely.
Yeah, Hakeem's gonna try and fall asleep during the lullaby.
Yeah, you would very easily pass, considering what's happened to your body. You would pass out, and the lullaby definitely soothes you. You can still hear it as you're sleeping, but at the same time, these two eyes form out and begin to quiver as the red swirling eyes stare down at you and go, renew the contract. Renew our contract, or don't. It is broken. Requires renewal.
Fuck, are you serious?
Your death. Your death caused it. Do you retake the contract again?
Yes, I retake the contract.
Once again, you see the light devil fully form and then click away from you and begin to stare off into the distance, watching your dreams.
Can I still? Is it like I'm still there with it?
You feel like you were there, but in your state, you're just completely so you don't have the strength even mentally to pick yourself up and go and look at what he's doing or do anything else.
Yeah.
You're just left in this void until eventually you hear, as you're woken up, as all of you would turn to see the prisoner vomiting onto the floor. As he,
Hey, welcome back.
Too much blood. Don't do that again.
You woke me up, mate. You woke me up. Fuck.
That stinks.
Why is this guy just vomiting at it? What happened? What?
I pulled off his finger. I think everything's catching up to him.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not
definitely. Yeah.
good.
You notice he's doing everything he can to keep his face away from what he's just done. As he,
I'm gonna like move him away from the sick.
he sort of breathes, not wants to say thank you to you, but you know that he's grateful.
Crash leans in towards Alina. No matter what, don't tell them I lost the finger. And then I go back to sitting straight.
As there's a ching ching ching, as the window slot slides open, as you see Dave looks in and goes, "What's going on in there?"
We had an accident, a happy little one.
He leans around and goes, right.
Yeah.
I'll
Do you
get
mind grabbing
the-
like a mop or something?
Yeah, yeah,
for a
yeah.
bucket?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
He closes it, and you hear footsteps as he leaves. Where are we?
We're at precinct. We're waiting to get picked up. Gonna take you somewhere where we can figure out what's gonna happen to you.
You've made a real enemy. You have. The Western force is gonna rip you apart. I don't care what happens to me in there, it will be done 10 times as much to you lot. Ugh.
The Western Force?
So what we are.
Well, to be totally honest, I think we have enemies worse than you. At least I do.
He sort of blinks, his tiredness beginning to wear out. Sort of being able to take in
Yeah.
more of the scenarios as he's like,
It'll be better if you just go back to sleep, bud.
he looks away.
How much longer does this have to be?
Once I agree with you, I'm also just so done with being here. Oh my
You
god.
notice you have 2 hours left as Dave would come in with a bucket and some sawdust as he'd go. Custodial stuff left, but you still got me. As he would see to the vomit on the ground. He'd make sure to close the door, obviously.
Hmm.
As he'd go, oh, we really should have offered you some cuffs for that one. We heard about it. Do you want
Well,
something else?
If it's not a bother, it'd be nice.
All
At least
right.
then I can change back.
He would head over. He would sort out the vomit and then head back later with some things. As he would, with your help, Hakeem, and Crash as well, if you offer, he would very carefully put the things on and then remove the chains. Put
oh
the
yeah, I would
cuffs
help.
on and remove the chains. As he'd give you back the chains, Hakeem, which you do notice now have the golden tint to the blades once again.
Mm.
There you are.
Thank
Only a
you.
little bit left now. As he pats you on the back and heads back out. Is there anything else people would do for this last hour and bunch of minutes?
No, not
Um, There would. Crash has been kind of banging his head, the back of his head, kind of against the wall as he sits up in his chair for a little bit. He stops for a minute, and his eyes slowly kind of go towards Hakeem for a second. Hey, can I ask for something?
You're already doing it. Go ahead. What?
Next time we're in shit like that, or maybe just them, whatever the excuse is. Next time, you need to fucking unlock me.
Hakeem sits up, quite serious. I'm sorry, but I don't think you recognize how serious it is.
What do you mean?
I told you the requirements for me to unlock your little mechanism ages ago. And honestly, since dying, I have to be even more of a stickler for cash now. I don't really have the time to waste. So, if that's what you want, you're gonna have to pay up.
Pay up. Both of our lives were at stake. You died. I almost died. I almost died without this thing being unlocked off of me. You're just nodding. You're across the
nodding.
room nodding to me.
Well, I'm glad you can see well. Yes, I am nodding.
How much does it cost? Money, I have money.
Is everything all right in there?
It's
Oh,
fine. We're just having a
We're
decent
fine. We're having a
man-to-man conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
What is wrong with you, Hakeem? We gotta kill these people. We have things to do in life.
I know. One of those things being I need money.
You
If you
can't
want
use that money if you're dead, Hakeem.
I know. But I'm gonna die regardless, as we found out tonight. So
And tell me, when you were dead, how did that feel? What did you see?
you really wanna know?
I kind of
I
do.
feel like oh no, you fiends, you don't have the memory of the other side. Maybe what I saw is the real deal. Maybe it's what you go home to. I saw myself like a bunch of times, like thousands of times on the ground, just dissolving into cash over and over and over again. And I had no memories of you, of Alina, of anybody. I was just faced with my failure for infinite amount of time, I think. But I don't know if that would have continued. Maybe it would have gone worse. I don't know. That's what I saw.
We're different.
I
One
hope
way or
so.
another, I'll probably come back.
Yeah.
How laws are, I guess. But at the same time, would you prefer that over, letting one key slip into my back?
The fact you think it's a key that unlocks your power is humorous.
Is it not? Like a lock
Maybe it
back
is.
there? I can't really see. Ugh.
Listen, Crash, I have thoughts about when would be an appropriate time to unlock. Okay? I am busting your balls a bit, alright? Yeah, I'd love some cash in response, but yeah, you're right. Those guys, they were a lot. That hook face fuck, the hook dude, hook man, whoever the fuck that guy was. Closest thing to Alina I've seen on the battlefield. And yeah, not fun at all. If he shows up again, likely we'll need to unlock it. But if that's not happening, if he hasn't shown up, then I don't want to jump the gun. That green suit motherfucker, for example, definitely could kill him, for sure. I might be too weak to kill him on my own, but if all of us are fighting him, I think we could get it done.
Yeah, that sounds fair. But you gotta promise me you'll do it. And you're not just chatting shit.
Crash, you chat shit. That's your thing. That's what you do.
I like to, but it's like, not lying shit. It's like true shit.
Even now, I can't. My brain, it hurts. Okay,
I
look,
know.
I promise I'm going to unlock your full potential the first chance we get if we go up against that hook man again. Okay? And then you can kill him. You can take all the glory you need with that being
Yeah.
strongest than him. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Anytime outside of that, I'm gonna need to see some dollar. At least for now. While we're still easing up on each other. We haven't even been in a group for that long. And clearly we still don't know much about each other. Alina,
Yeah?
what's one thing you want to know about me? Now's your chance.
Well, I already know quite a bit about you. Why did you choose to study architecture?
Oh. Well, it was dumb reason, to be honest with you, but when I was younger, my mum used to buy me a lot of Legos. I really got into the idea of building something out of nothing. And then when I got older and I started to become aware of, devils roaming our world and destroying a bunch of stuff, I kind of told myself I wanted to be the person to create in a world where a lot of destruction was happening. I
Oh,
actually wanted to rebuild my family home once I'd officially become a licensed architect.
that's cute.
Obviously, thanks. Yeah. What made you want to be a singer?
Mm, I I don't know. I just always used to kind of sit. I mean, you've seen Pescar, and it's kind of
Dull?
foresty and
Yeah. It's foresty, sorry, yeah.
outdoorsy and fun. And yeah, we just, I don't know. I don't think I ever really kind of stopped liking music. We used to have like camps and things, and I would just always be sat by a fire pit and sing a song with all my friends. And I just kind of realized that I liked doing it, and people were happy because of it. So I guess to make people happy, I like making people happy. Um, yeah. And then similar to you, like, I mean, my house is as cute as it is. It's really a little bit short for wear, you know. We need a bit of TLC to that little house. And yeah, when the competitions came up, I thought, well, I'm quite good at this, so maybe I can get a bit of money and we can upgrade our house a little bit. And you know, I guess similar to you.
You don't really have a desire to get stronger then, would you say? Do you?
Well,
Has tonight changed that?
yeah. We can't carry on. I know what you're saying. We can't carry on how we are. I need to get Lily back.
Mm.
All I'm thinking right now is that she's gone and it's my fault. And there is no way in hell that we can beat those guys as we are right now. Like, as much as I want to storm out there right now and beat them, that's not happening. I mean, I got I got beat up and turned into a cube in like less than a minute. I don't know how they're doing that. I like
Is that guy in the suit? That's what I'm thinking. At the
Yes.
yeah.
moment, I'm 100% sure he's got a contract with the prison devil. Yeah, for sure. Did you see any other abilities he used at all?
Um well, there was him, and then there was like the hooks. I mean, I was kind of in this dark room for a lot of it. It wasn't even like a room. It was like being, I guess, as you said, like a prison. It was kind of like gray walls, and it was really quite claustrophobic. But I couldn't really see anything from in there. I was just kind of stuck in there for what felt like. I mean, it felt like ages.
Mm.
He was able to create this wall of burning energy around us
Mm.
and
Yeah, he
fire
was like,
projectiles from it.
Projectiles.
mm.
Yes. However, I'll roll if misfortune can work that out. Oh, we can. He was only able to use two spells. As you use spells, Alina, he was only able to do two, but they were incredibly powerful. So clearly his connection is unlike yours, and whereas yours is demonic spells at a certain level, his was few spells but with great power.
Hmm.
But then, thinking about it like that, that means that we've got an advantage.
How so?
Because he's gonna run out.
Before
Wielding
us,
spells
that's for
like
sure.
that, yeah, you're gonna burn out fast. So if we can somehow, I don't know, if we could like decoy him a little bit,
Hmm.
I think we just need to be really clever. I think we need to figure out a proper plan. I mean, I know that wasn't a plan, that was an ambush. That's probably why we ended up so bad. But like if we figured out a
Yes.
plan, we could make him use his spells up, and then he'll be so exhausted that we can then come at him.
What we need is him out of the way. Out of those two, the biggest problem is easily the guy with the hook for face. But you're right. If he's going around throwing us in boxes and stuff, it's going to be harder for us to focus on our primary objective.
If they fight together, we could make a divide and conquer thing, but I'm not really sure. We don't even know what environment we're going to find them in next. We don't know where those boats are going.
No.
The one place I can think of is the facility that. Well, no, that wouldn't be the case because you destroyed it, Alina. The facility where they did what they
Yeah,
did to you
I am so sure that they've got 10 of those elsewhere.
in London.
Maybe. Maybe they're everywhere. Maybe there's quite a few bases and that's where they've gone off to their next one. What
Yeah,
if they were
Yeah,
trying to set one up in Haskaran?
possibly. But I mean,
there's a
that would
line.
be what we can speak with RDH and utilize some of those resources for that. But I think, in spite of what's gone on tonight, we've all clearly walked out of it with a aligned objective here. We have to get a lot stronger than we are right now, so something like tonight doesn't happen again. Honestly, I've been very fortunate. Fortunate that you guys were able to get me back, and I know I didn't seem it at first, but I am very grateful to you both. So thank you, Crash, Alina. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just wish I had an idea of what we could do to get
Thank you.
ourselves. Well, yeah. All right. Well, we gotta figure out what we can do. I mean, I know what I can do to train up, but I'll be honest, I've never really had to worry too much about others getting stronger as well.
At that, there would be a rattle at the door as the door would open and three people would step in. You notice them. They're in this tactical armor. You see one girl and two guys. They would sort of nod to the guard who would close the door, and then the girl would turn to you as she would say, "Hello, name's Rose. This is Leo. This is Max," as she points from left and right. "We're unlisted. We're going to be transporting you to the boat. It's just docked, and then we'll be getting on there with you. That's the prisoner, I take it?"
Oh yeah.
Sees Leo and Max immediately grab the prisoner, pull him up to his feet, because they would have. He's no longer Turkey. He's just his arms. They quickly place a bag over his head, and she goes, "We'll be transporting you through blacked out van. We're getting in that van, heading down. Any questions?"
You don't have any
No, not
coffee
really.
by any chance, do you?
Coffee. I Shit, he didn't put the coffee machine in again. Right. I can get you one now. As you notice that she's very commanding, but at the same time, she clearly looks at you, and because of what you said to the guard, she now sees you as this squad member, as you can see that these guys are unlisters, as she would walk out and eventually come back. Oh, she would ask for everyone's orders, as she walks out and gives you guys a refreshment, as she would go, right, please drink as fast as you can, and well, we'll wait. As there would be a sort of awkward silence as they wait for you guys to be ready to leave.
Yeah.
And then once you say you are, they would pop out and just go, all right, let's keep up a good pace. Come on. As you guys would rush out of the station, you would head towards this blacked out windows blacked out van. As you get close to it, you realize this is a spy van utilized by the police. Sort of a secret light. They can eventually blare the lights whenever they need to chase. The prisoner is flung in, and they grab him, still arm on every shoulder with him. They go right to the back. Everyone else gets in, and you hear the truck begin to move off. As you quickly make your way through Hesgaran, Alina, you look out of the very thin window, one-way window, as you look at the trees and the familiar trees and buildings of this wonderful town. Wonderful city, and you recognize that you are leaving for a while again.
Alina's gonna just put her hand on the window, and in her mind she's gonna be like, I'll be back.
Nice. And with that, eventually the ride would begin to get quite bumpy as the truck would begin to wind its way between the trees and eventually move the way down onto the sands as you see this very compact boat currently docking at the seaside. Similar place to where the battle took place, a little bit further along the beach, and the doors of the van would open. All right, let's go. As you would hop out and jump onto the boat, you would see 3 men on there. First man, very clearly the captain. Currently, you actually would notice the man he's got his coat on, his captain coat and trousers on, but you notice a striped top underneath. As you notice, he's still in his pajamas underneath. As he goes, "Welcome aboard. Glad for you to make it. Brig is downstairs. Get the prisoner in there. Thank you very much. I am Captain Jorian, and we'll be making a very quick voyage back to central London. Understood?"
Yeah.
Yes, Captain.
He smiles. You see a glint as you see a golden tooth in between as one of his canines gleams with gold as he smiles at you. He's like, "I like that tone. Right, come on, let's go. First mate Ronan." As Ronan, very tall man with very short brown hair, nods at you, and both of them join each other at the front as the ship bursts along as it begins to make its way very, very fast for sort of a... I don't want to say it's almost like it's a speedboat that's way bigger than a speedboat. I don't know what the term would be. I'm not a sailing expert. But the point is, this is a boat used to transport squad members fast. As it would begin to make its way across the sea. As if you guys want to rest for the rest of this trip for another 3 hours, I will say you can take a long rest.
Oosh.
Oh,
Yes, please.
yeah. Yes, clear.
sounds good.
Okay, in that case, take a long rest. And I'm going to roll luck check. I mean, the captain is going to be driving the ship well because, he's a captain. But I'll give a luck check to see. Okay.
If we just get fucked and we smash into an iceberg on the way home.
I was mainly rolling for the weather, which you'll see. you guys would wake from your long rest to hear the ship beginning to rock back and forth quite rapidly, as you would blearily you would hear from the top. I'm going to say, I feel like, Hakeem, you're going to be the deepest sleep right now. I'll say, Crash, you hear from the top just shouts of, some turbulence. It's fine. It's nothing. It's all right. Just, she's a little turbulent right now. Okay, Captain.
Okay. Crash is just like
Yeah,
rocking back and forth with the boat, just smashing into things. He doesn't care.
yeah. It would be a very basic. I should have described it actually. The quarters would have full on, just very, like, beds that you're surprised are keeping up in this rocking ship, but they are managing to the sort of fold out beds. As eventually that's a good roll. There's no sort of encounter as you travel across the sea. Eventually, if you guys just chill for the next couple of hours, you would hear, "We're approaching Central. Prepare the prisoner." As you would hear knocks to each of your doors as you.
Mhm.
We're getting the prisoner ready. You would be joined. You notice the prisoner, they have given him a fresh shirt, as his old one was tainted. But his bag is still on his head as you get out. As they go, same rules apply, Rose would say to you. However, this time we're going back on the boat. Seren, as she points to, I forgot to describe, Seren was the unlisted that was accompanying the Captain Dorian and First Mate Ronan on the boat. As she goes, Seren will be taking you on in the car. All right? Good. As the ship would dock, actually, Captain Dorian would head to you, Crash, and he would go to shake your hand, notice the claws on your hand, and still sort of go in for it carefully. As he would go,
And I go in for the handshake. I
yes.
don't hurt him or anything. But Crashes reach in and give him a mighty handshake and gives him a big grin.
Really
I
appreciate
like what
it.
you're running here. Yeah.
I like how you treat it.
How long have you been on the sea?
Most of my life now, about 30 years. Moving up
Oh
and down
wow.
members from RDH. You're new, I don't recognize you guys.
Well, we're getting our name in there, you know.
Yes, what your names? They did tell me,
Uh,
Hakeem, Karash, Alina, as he would tip his hat to you, Hakeem and Alina.
Mhm.
Still handshaking Crash, I assume.
yeah.
I'll certainly look for more jobs requiring your missions. They seem to be a lot clearer than my usual stuff. Moving, squads 2 and 1. They get kind of nasty on the seafront.
Do you move them often?
Well, not recently. They've been, up in the north or the south or wherever they are right now. I actually, it's been quite easy recently for me, at least.
Well, that's good news. The less work they're doing, the more we
Ah,
can
yes, it
do.
is. Anyway, as he notices he's been taking up too much time, he goes, right, stay safe. I'll see you again.
See ya, Captain.
As he would nod and head back. And once again, you'd be placed in the car with Seren, this ponytailed man, long stubble, also an unlisted, and he looks tired as he gets in the back of the van with you. Still very strong, still able to hold the guy down. You notice the guy is very pissed off that he's had his clothes removed and he's now just in a t-shirt.
Fuck.
As it is just this very basic white t-shirt, and you move through central London in another blacked out van, as he would say, okay, so I'm just dropping you off at headquarters. All they told me is they're going to pick him up, going to put him in the holding cells, and then you've got a meeting immediately as soon as you get there. Admin B.
With Admin B.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh, okay. That kind of sucks, but
Oh, it's not good, is it?
I don't know. I just kind of want to rest more.
Really? That's definitely saying something. You're always the first who wants to jump about.
Yeah, either I would rather rest if we're either doing that or talking.
How did you guys, you know,
Huh?
well, you just, pardon me. It's fine. It's fine.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's you look like unlisters to me. Sorry. How did you become a squad so quickly as well? Everyone's been saying that you're squad 5. Is that official right now?
It's not official. No. It's
Oh,
just easier to get heard if I say so. I apologize if my white lie gave you the wrong impression. We're technically in the probation period.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you want a real answer, it's because we're really strong.
We're not that.
Bah. We are.
We're, we're coming about. Making some.
Yeah, also because we like totally beat that guy up. Remember that? That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like one.
We beat a lot of people up.
Oh,
We
Is,
did
yeah.
beat a lot of those soldiers up, yeah.
is that true? Did they beat you up? As he says nothing.
Nah, they're embarrassed. They don't want to talk.
I'm pretty sure I broke his nose when I smacked his face in with my knee.
Yeah, we saw that.
I was just finger doing. I mean, lack of.
Crash.
Hmm?
That's a bit too. That's a bit too.
No.
Come on, man.
You
That's,
Fine.
Alina's gonna turn to Crash and be like, "What did you do with his?"
you see Seren has a, sorry to interrupt. You see Seren has a 50-mile stare for the rest of the journey and doesn't really speak much after that. Please continue, Alina.
Oh. Alina's gonna turn to Crash and be like, "What did you do with his finger? Like, is it just in your pocket or?"
I was trying to tell you. I lost it.
How did you lose her finger?
I know.
Alright, what are we whispering about? What's going on?
Nothing. I did nothing.
Did you just like put it down somewhere and forget about it, or?
You lose
I
your
was
wallet?
done. I was done sucking the blood out of it. I just spit it out of my mouth.
Oh,
Wait, what? What blood got on your wallet?
oh.
It's the finger.
What finger? Oh, you mean the one that is missing?
Yeah. Let's just say the missing finger is missing.
Oh. I mean, that's fine. I don't think we were ever really going to put it
Oh,
back on them anyway.
exactly.
Yeah.
They don't deserve it anyways.
Well, what we can do, if we find a spare finger, we'll just pretend that's his.
Alina, where the hell are we going to find a spare finger?
We can always get a spare finger. Hakeem.
Yeah, we totally can.
I'll believe it when you guys find dolphins during one of our voyages, all right?
Oh, we should so do that right now. Crash, what are we even doing down here?
That's a good question.
No, guys, focus, guys, come on.
As none of the preliminary squad 5 would hear this, but inside Seren's mind, he just says to himself, "Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm going to become a squad member." As the truck would stop at RDH headquarters, central London, as Seren would help the help you guys with the prisoner. Of course, outside the building, the prisoner would be taken by several soldiers at the front. So the soldiers standing guard would come out. You don't see their faces. They've got their full body armor on, helmet down. They grab him and take him away. Seren would go, yeah, bye. Good
See
to
ya.
see you.
Bye.
Good seeing you.
Nice
Likewise.
meeting ya.
As he would walk off.
What's up with that guy?
I don't know, he's awkward.
It's
A lot of humans can be awkward.
a bit weird. That's fine. Should we go?
Yeah, lead the way.
Nice. Hakeem, you would lead the way, immediately make yourself to the front desk. You would be told to head up, top floor. Actually, it would be top floor. You know, this is the office area for higher ups. The admins is the main one, and also any other sort of free areas for councilmen. You know, there's a lot of meeting rooms in this area, and you head to one of the furthermost rooms, and you have a moment to sit down, as you were told that you'll be asked to come in, as there are some seats outside the door.
Alina's not listening to me.
I'm back. Sorry. Hi.
Hakeem would kind of nudge you as he's like, "Yo, hey, don't fall asleep on us, all right?"
Oh my gosh. Hi. Oh. Sorry, huh?
I want you to understand that before we go in there, you're probably gonna have to be quite honest with them about what was going on before we got to the beach.
Yeah.
You understand why, of course. Like, I'll try my best. Yeah, it shouldn't be too serious, all right? I don't know what version of this company you think exists, but they're not gonna punish you because you don't trust them. And I mean, I'd be surprised if they did. And you're clearly a key, player. You're not like a regular person like me, for example. So, just be honest with them, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay.
Okay. But if it goes bad, I will just come back out.
Sorry.
Well, like if it all goes bad, I'll just we can just break out of it, run.
I'm gonna pretend you aren't telling me about treason against the company that saved both of our lives. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's cool. Yeah.
Cool. We're definitely not doing that. She's gonna wink a little wink. Plan A, Plan B, wink.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Alina, you really like spy movies, don't you?
Huh? I really like spy movies.
Hmm.
Do you?
I mean, oh, there was a really good one that I watched a couple. Oh, maybe I do really like spy movies.
That was just a guess.
Yeah, they're quite good.
As the door would open, and you would see the crisp hair and suit combo of Admin Brigade or Admin B, as he would say, "Please, enter."
Okay. Crash will enter.
Yeah, take a seat.
Well, I can see that you have had a rough time. I'm not going to waste any more time. Please, explain what happened that resulted in you taking a prisoner.
Well, I guess I'll start us off. We believe we engaged with a group. Their name or their purpose isn't yet known to us. We believe that they're mafia.
Western Mafia.
Yes. In fact, Alina has engaged with them before, so she'll know more about them than I will. I kind of nudged Alina.
We had suspicions of this. Of course, as he would get up from his desk, as he'd go, "Excuse me," and he'd walk over to this massive window overlooking, angled upwards, so it overlooks the tops of the tops of the buildings and the greyish blue sky. As he would say, "We always suspected they might have a hand in this, but we could never find any concrete proof of demonic connection." How did they come to getting close to you?
They pretended to be a group of people wanting to improve the world, and they duped my friend Lily into their stupid fake group that they made up, and then she basically told me about it, and I kind of went along with it as well, and then they kind of just ambushed us.
You went along with it?
Yeah, they
Could you
pretended.
clarify?
They told her that they were a group of people trying to...
Improve the world.
Yes. They wanted... Well, what they said they wanted to do was help the humans and devils get on. Like, they wanted to build the connection between them so that we could live in unison, and Lily got so into it, and I mean, that does sound ideal. So we went up to a fake meetup, and then all of a sudden they ambushed us and almost killed us.
Were you planning to betray the RDH?
I wasn't planning to betray the RDH. My best friend was joining this new club, and I just wanted to see what was going on and to help her out.
He's going to roll insight on that. Roll deception or persuasion, depending on if what Alina just said is true, about not betraying the RDH.
Oh, it's so deception.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
24!
Oh, shit! You little liar! Good at it.
No,
as
not
well.
at all.
He nods his head.
Good.
Continue.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Continue.
Bent is killing me. I think
Is that
Alina
all
just
you
passed out.
Is that what you had to say, Alina Miss Starling?
So, we went over to the supposed meet-up spot, and they ambushed us. There was, I mean, I don't know how much you know about how I came to be with RDH, but
I'm most aware.
yeah,
The elite member who rescued you made it clear of your situation.
yeah, well, I showed up on the beach, and the guy who basically started the whole thing, he was there, and yeah, and as soon as I saw him, I
Do you
kind
know
of
his
knew-
appearance?
Yeah, he's
As
tall.
you would describe him. You don't have to.
Yeah.
If you've forgotten his full appearance, apart from the green suit, that's fine.
Yeah.
As he would go, right. And then
We
what happened?
also have
Yeah.
reason to believe that he is in he's contracted with at least 2 devils at this moment in time. That's at least what we can gather from problem of engaging with this individual.
Which two devils do you believe?
Definitely the prison devil. The other devil I'm not too sure on, because from Alina's accounts. Alina, how did you describe it again? You said something about burning.
There was like a burning white light.
Right.
Yeah, and it was like in like a sphere around us, kind
It,
of like
it was as Miss Orchard would finally speak up and go, it was a demonic spell. He's a very powerful spellcaster. Sorry, Alina. Right, you've decided to speak up, finally. Miss Fortune Devil. Very well. So you believe... Okay, as he sits down. I'm going to make a few things very clear. No matter how I spin it, the Council is not going to be elevating you to the rank of Squad 5 due to the subordination you showed, Miss Starling. Not saying that you were going to betray them, but I am saying that such a thing does not look well for the Council. Now, one good thing that can come of this is that we now know that this Western force is dealing with devils and we have jurisdiction to engage. And to curry favour with the Council, it would be good for you, I believe it would be good for you to take part in a raid in order to fully show your devotion. You of course can refuse if you wish.
Certainly not. We want to get our own back. Those lot.
It's good to hear. Now, I couldn't help but notice after this fight, I assume you guys would have mentioned, I did sort of skip ahead a little bit, I assume you would have mentioned Hookman?
Hookman, and I probably would have mentioned the fact that I died as well.
Yeah. Okay, alright, we'll go to that then, as sort of mini rewind, as he would hear that and go, you died?
Yep. Yeah, I did. You're probably wondering how I'm here.
Yes.
So Alina made a deal with the Debt Devil in order to bring me back.
He glances over to Alina and then back to you.
I have already scolded her for how reckless that decision was.
What
But
was it?
also, Alina?
She'll turn to him and be like, the deal was just to assist him in he said there's some kind of uprising that's happening.
An uprising?
Yeah.
Is that what Alina genuinely believes he meant when he said the war?
Yeah.
Like, that is genuinely what you think. Okay, cool.
Yeah. She's thinking there's like an uprising which is going to cause a war.
Oh my god.
So she's like, like an uprising or some kind of war that's going on.
Right.
Is that something that's happening?
As he would look at his computer at his desk, clearly he sort of scans to just double check no one's listening or anything, or anyone's going past the door. As he turns back to you guys and goes, I will say this much. There have been many whispers and signs that something is growing in strength. As I know for a fact, you, Mr. Jahar and Mrs. Starling, you would know that in 2 months a conference is being held in central London for the naming of our country and the independence rights. Several counties there are whispers of becoming our own sovereign nations. And a vote is going to be held to decide such a thing. At the same time, there has been activity in the north Of course, as you know, both Squad 2 and Squad 1 are not currently in Central. They've been away for quite some time, and this is as good a sign as any to withdraw. At least Squad 2. Or at least try and hurry them up what they have to do at Newcastle. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself. This contract is another sign, and I would definitely like this whole squad, as I've said before, to take part in this raid. How long do you think you need to recover in your current state? As he asked that to all of you.
Give me 3 days.
3 days. Very well, I won't be able to withdraw Squad 2 in that time. They will not be joining you. You will have a decent amount of soldiers. Actually, that depends on what information you were able to get out of this gentleman that you captured.
Partially why we captured him, actually. We have reason to believe that there's another contract. We know for definite, given as when communicating with him, he is in contract also with the Prison Devil, and part of that contract prevents him from actually speaking on details of the organization he's working with.
You know for certain?
Not for certain, but
Strong hunch.
strong.
Very well. He picks up his phone, quickly passes it from one hand to the other, and quickly just dials a few buttons. Waits a moment, and then goes, "Hello. Yes. Yes, give me the prison. Yes, thank you. Yes, hello, can we get head interrogator down for that new prisoner? Thank you. Would you like to take part in the interrogation? Or at least be there for it?"
Immediately looking over at Crash. Oh yeah, certainly.
Yeah,
Very well.
that'll be good.
As I said before, the answers he gives will depend on how many we send for this particular raid. Of course, regardless, Mr. Hakeem, I would like it if there are any unlisters that you believe would be a strong asset, then you are allowed to put forward their names and we shall consider them for the raid.
Certainly. I'll get that list to you.
Very well. Final point I would like to make before we finish this thing is please refrain from referring to yourself as Squad 5 until it is official.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because you are not officially Squad 5 yet. Bureaucracy is a very important thing right now in our current nation.
Well, obviously it's not really working out for you. There's a...
Miss Starling, you are already on very thin ground after what I have heard. I don't think you appreciate how I'm going to have to spin this story that you have just told me to the council in order to prevent any negative issues concerning what you did in Haskaran.
I mean, what did I do? I found out a little bit about the people that you're looking for, so...
By joining them? Or at least considering it, by considering it, as far as I can tell.
I didn't even consider it. I told you what I did. I went to see what my friend was going on about, and then I found out that it was the people that you're looking for. Now, had I have not been immediately attacked and put into a little prison box, yeah, I would have called you guys. And guess what? We did call you guys. And we are here telling you about all the events to help further it. Now, I don't see why you have such a big issue with me.
You have not shown me as much strong loyalty as I expect from members of various squads. And loyalty goes a long way, Miss Starling. It is pillars that keep up the Royal Devil Hunters.
Now, I don't think what you want is loyalty. I think you want dogs. And I'm not going to sit here and be a dog. I'm going to question things and I want to know the answers. I'm not going to just go out and do what you say. You're hiding stuff from us.
Alina!
No, they're hiding stuff from us. They know about this so-called war and all this bureaucracy that's going wrong. I mean, let us know what's going on.
Alina, until you have concrete proof for what you're saying, please don't drag the two of us down with your hypotheses and your theories, okay? You don't have anything to go off on this.
I do. I told him about the war, and guess what? He got a bit worried then because there is something
I told
brewing.
you everything I know about the war, Miss Starling.
Then why don't you know more? Who's hiding it
Because
from all of us?
I do not, because demonic forces don't like human forces to know about their plans. And currently I am on the side of humanity, and I also know that you are also on this side, but I think you are letting your own emotions cloud your judgment of the situation.
Fine.
Do you know what the council would have done with you if they'd had their way?
Sir, please, there's no need for us to go
No,
into
I think she should know. Mr. Jahar, I am in my right to say. Please. He nods at you, at your silence. They would have had you executed, Alina. But I do not like that being done. I think there is always a chance for those on the demonic path to stretch their wings. The other admins do not always believe me on this level. But I do. There's a reason that you've only seen me for your missions before, because I deal in the connections with the strange, with the devils the ones with demonic connections who do have a chance to fight back against the dark. And I don't think you're on the side of the dark, don't get me wrong. But I think allowing clouded judgment leads to the light going out. And I intend to rage against the dying of the light. Now, if there's nothing else to be said, the interrogation is about to start. Ari's waiting for you, and she will lead you through the prison to where he's been held.
Understood.
Use these 3 days wisely.
Thank you.
Interesting. As he would, his last note, he'll turn to Crash and say, "Interesting. Dismemberment fiend, you normally have a lot to say."
I don't know. I'm just feeling a bit tired.
He smiles at you, and then nods at the rest of you, as he would say, "I will see you in 3 days."
Understood.
He would motion for the door and start typing at his computer, and you guys would exit his office. And at that, we're going to take a tiny break.
Do you know what I was thinking during that scene?
Oh my god, so tense.
Whenever they mentioned the council, I thought of that one scene from Doctor Who. You just took a council axe from the council van, and now you're digging up a council road. I'm reporting you to the council.
Alina doesn't fucking trust people, man. Oh my god.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, such a
No
cool
one.
character. I love it.
It was.
It's really fun. Yeah.
Well,
Hakeem's
I
just
mean,
like,
her whole
He's
thing
a
is that
fucking
she got like completely fucked over.
Hmm.
And then she got fucked over again now. So she's like, I don't fucking trust anyone anymore. Screw this.
yeah, I think there comes a point though Wait, you kind of gotta be like, is it my judgment? You know, like it's just a what?
No,
Hakeem
she
kind of
fucking hates it. She hates
yeah.
it all.
That's fair. That's fair. Hakeem's not happy that we're not getting the promotion on board. That's good. That fucking sucks.
Oh, we'll get it. We'll get a promote. Well,
I mean, I'm definitely gonna get a promotion. How? I don't know, but I need to. Yeah, I just hope that Alina doesn't fucking ruin it more than she had.
my favorite thing
You
is
got me
because
alive again.
my favorite thing is because Hakeem is such a like a by the book kind of like trust the system, buy the book kind of guy, and she's
Yeah.
complete opposite. She's like, nah, fuck the book.
One thing I will say though about Hakeem though, because you were saying about he's a buy a book kind of guy. You got to remember he's literally talking Crash into bribing him, right? So the books that Hakeem stick to are Hakeem exclusive books. The guy clearly has his own agenda, hence why he's skipping to the beat of RDH. But he's already told you he doesn't actually enjoy or wish to be a devil hunter. You know?
It's weird. Like we all have our own little rules. Exactly with Hakeem and how he works because like stability is what you need, or just not maybe stability, but like a
Structure, yeah,
solid
I get what you mean.
structure.
Hmm.
Yet there's a lot of things with you not following the rules of the RDH, or when it comes to Crash,
I'm reporting you to the council.
I'm reporting you to the council. Somebody gets it off the habit.
Have you
Oh my
seen
God.
the YouTube poop of that where she gets
No, I
out
haven't.
a diamond pickaxe and she like pulls
What?
out? It's like
That's
Minecraft.
incredible. That is incredible.
Anyway, sorry, you were speaking.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is that there is a reason Crash didn't say anything during
'Cause
that
He
talk.
knew he'd fuck up everything. Sorry.
A little bit, yeah. It was like even though Crash is very much someone who goes out of their way to like fuck with people or to
Yeah.
be a nuisance, when it comes to his like the structure of his life, he's not fucking with the RDH.
Yeah.
He kind of instinctually trusts them and will do what they say because he gets to do the things that he likes to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
it was very haunting. I like there's a thing in my soul that was really haunting when Alina was speaking up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you were and Hakeem was fighting back against
I would. Yeah.
Alina,
Hakeem.
and it was like
I'm
the
glad
first
you
kind of
spoke up.
big yes.
I'm glad
Yeah.
Hakeem
No,
That was
spoke
all.
up.
100%.
Yeah,
It's what he would have done anyway. It was like there's
yeah.
no way he couldn't have, you know.
The
But he also
Crash
didn't
would have
want. He
dared.
also he's really not pissed, but he's not happy that he the dude, I can't remember his name. Sorry, what was his name? It's B something, isn't it?
Council B.
Admin
No,
B.
admin, not Council B.
Admin. That's it. I was trying to remember
Brigade.
Admin Brigade talking about having Alina executed because obviously Hakeem knew exactly that was the reality.
Yeah.
But again, that's why he told her to be so honest because it was like, at least if you're honest, you know, you lying about it is going to be actually worse.
Yeah.
And they probably will execute you. But obviously, he didn't want to tell her this. He just wanted to be like, hey, you know, just be honest. You know, we'll be fine. But then he told her. Ultimately, she was raring to go and betray us. That's what she was going to do.
That's what you think.
That's what Hakeem believes. Hakeem does believe that. So he's kind of conflicted on Alina right now for definite. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what Alina's thinking about all of this after the meeting. Oh my gosh.
All right, should we just jump straight back in? I know it's not.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Okay.
And can we do a quick thing?
Yeah.
If that's okay. Crash doesn't leave the room immediately. With the other people, he kind of gives Admin B a little bit of a side stare. Hey, I do want to talk for a second.
Yes, discernment fiend.
Has the other party members left the room?
We'll have
Brigard would give Admin B would give a look of like, well, this might be interesting, and goes, go on.
If the other two aren't in the room,
So as Admin B says that,
Okay.
Hakeem and Alina, do you leave?
Yeah.
I wait for Admin B to tell me I'm allowed to leave. Otherwise, I need to follow.
He said go on to mean go on ahead, go on and leave.
Then he'd nod and leave.
Cool. Could you two please place yourselves in 1-on-1?
Okay. Going there now.
oh shit.
Or actually, deafen yourselves. I don't know if it'll mess with Craig. Can you both deafen yourselves until I put in the chat to go back?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, I did it too early. Okay.
Yeah,
bye.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
There you go.
Please deafen yourselves. I will send. Yeah. Okay.
I want to speak.
As go on ahead. I must say, I wasn't expecting this.
I need to be unlocked. The fight wasn't good. And when we were in a time where my spine shit needed to be removed, we didn't.
I assume.
I will go to the ends of the earth to fuck over the people who want to fuck us. Can he not trust me now about this?
I trust Mr. Jahar with the information, and if he didn't see fit to release you in that time, then he didn't seem fit.
He died in that battle. He said it. He didn't have a good headspace about the battle.
And he, unlike 99% of humans, has actually had a second chance.
Most people don't have a second chance. And most likely, what could have happened, what most likely would have happened, was all three of us dead.
Yes.
When we are much more useful, and I can be much more useful. And I don't want to die. None of us wants to die. But I want to, at least be more use instead of being pumped with poison all the time. I feel like at least someone else, should have the opportunity to free me.
I am not giving it to Alina.
I get it. Even though I would like it that way, I get it.
Nor will I give it to you. Dismemberment Fiend. What will be unleashed when that key is used will be, as we three arise, at the level you were as a devil. Now that's an extreme level of power.
I get it. So bring it on. Don't you want that? Is that what RDH wants?
It is power that cannot be controlled, as far as we see it. However, you have piqued a small amount of my interest.
Look, I want to fight. And there's a lot of people who kind of deserve my claws. I'm willing to wait, but I'm not willing to die for it. I'm not willing to die to wait.
I believe
And I don't think
it is
you are
likely,
either.
with the raid, that you will be placed in a situation where Hakeem will likely find it useful. And if he doesn't find it useful, then you die without using it. And I'm not going to apologize to a fiend.
Well, then
I
that's a
know-
disappointment for the both of us, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Stick it in your mind, please. Once, at least think about it. Think about giving it to someone else.
I'll give you a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Persuasion? 1. Not a natural one, but a 1.
Understand this dismemberment fiend. I very much appreciate your enthusiasm. And I will take a few things said at this meeting into consideration.
Yeah, into consideration, but I just want... If you need proof, I'll give you proof that I'm loyal. I'll work with them.
You think you can?
I've worked with them so far. They're the only people I've been able to work with so far.
Okay. Make sure
As far.
all of your team are at Epping Forest in 2 days.
You want us there?
Yes, I'm going to arrange something. Put
What
that
do you
down.
plan-
Forest 2 days. I'm not going to speak it into words until I can fully confirm it.
Yeah, Epling Forest, 2 days. Why?
A training exercise. Now, please, time is money, dismemberment fiend.
Okay. I have it in my mind.
Thank you. As he will he will show you the door.
Thanks. And Crash will turn and leave.
Okay.
Man, that was such a long little chat.
Okay.
Mm,
We gotta get moving. There's still a good thing. Crash would leave the room, and you guys be left to walk the hallways down towards the prison.
Okay.
I assume you do this in silence, or no? Would anything be
I
said?
I don't say anything.
Okay.
You were in there for a little bit of a while there, Crash. What was it you had to talk about? Why am I
You
not
said
meant
you
to
wanted
know?
you said you wanted to train, right?
I did, yeah.
We're going to Epping Forest in 2 days. All of us.
What? What do you mean? Wait, you got us more work? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Isn't that a great
dude.
idea?
I asked for 3 days specifically because I didn't want to work.
Don't worry,
And
it's just training. So you're not getting paid for it.
Fuck!
But hey, maybe next time we won't die.
You better hope I do. Oh yeah, you better hope I do. Fuck me.
As
Okay.
with that, the group would make it to outside the prison. You would see the very stern-faced admin R. She would walk with you from the devil section to the human prisoner section and say, "Right, into the doorway, all right? He's in there, he's locked down. I'll be with you, and we'll be sending our interrogator in. All right, you'll be asking the questions. And as you said, there's some sort of contract from what I've been told? You can't
Yeah.
speak? Okay, all right, the interrogator will circumvent that, don't you worry. All right, pop in." And she'd open the door, and he would be there. You see, no longer bag on head. His hands are strapped down. You see, he's actually handcuffed to the table, and his legs are handcuffed to the seat. As he goes, "This is just so over the top. Fascist bastards.
Hey, you're the one who made a contract with the prison devil. Wanted you to be right at home.
As Admin R would walk past him to the door on the opposite side of the room, as she would bang on the door and it would slide open, as you would see a figure would walk in and she would immediately put her hand on the figure's shoulder. You see a bald man, no hair across his entire head. You see him dressed in this basic grey hoodie and tracky bottoms. And you notice his eyes are completely covered over with this cloth. Ears are not there, and his mouth is just hanging open as she would guide him towards him, and she would lean down. Now, these guys are going to be asking you questions. I can't answer. Yes, I know. We don't need you to speak out. Here, this is Luca. He's made a very serious contract for the rest of his life. And he is going to be looking inside your head. That's why we've got you down. Okay. I would, as she motions, cover up your ears. As Luca would walk over, she'd sort of tap on Luca's shoulder. You notice in some sort of Morse code to him, as he clearly doesn't perceive through sight or hearing or maybe even taste. Maybe all he's got is touch. You are unaware, but he holds his hands out as a long knife, glowing white, protrudes from his head. As this almost sword of Damocles kitchen knife begins to hover down towards this prisoner's head. As I'm going to roll for the prisoner, as he begins to I lied. I didn't have a contract. I don't have a contract. I don't. As I'm going to quickly roll, she quickly places her hand, taps Morse code onto his shoulder as Luca, the knife quivers less than an inch away from the top of his head. As she goes, are you going to answer all of their questions then? Yes. Okay, yes. I will. Please. You see Admin R wants to fucking punch him right now. As she goes, Hakeem, Alina, right?
Yeah.
B always calls you Miss Starling, but I don't do that. Yeah, Alina, right?
Mhm.
Right, yeah, cool. And Fiend,
Hi.
if you want him to, he's going to stay here. If you want Luca to do his thing, tap on him 4 times. I have someone watching. He's harmless, don't worry. But ask away. I'm fairly certain he'll answer your questions now. As she she is going to give his chair a freaking kick. Incredibly powerful kick. The chair rocks. Dum, dum, dum. Back and forth, and Admin R walks out. And you are led to the room with him as he...
Isn't this familiar?
I'll answer whatever you have to say. Just don't let that thing anywhere near me.
Where is Lily?
Lily, the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lily. She, on the boat, going. Can you? They're going past. Because the day's gone, so they'll be heading round Haskaran, as I'm going to draw on the map to show you. heading round the southern, then past a little area near London, and finally ending near the Bonelands. That's where we are. That's a settlement. It's where we. Yeah, it was going to be the place we had in central London, but it got shut down. I don't know why. I don't know why it got shut down, but now we're just using the main base near the Bonelands.
Your group. What are you called? What is your goal?
The Western Force. I what we do in our base there is make money for the higher ups. It's drugs, it's prostitution, and we also do this devil thing with turning people into these strange creatures like Hookman. Hookman's the only really human one.
There's more like him, less human.
Not they're wild, they're insane. Something they're not in their head. Most of them just are crazy and have to have collars put on them. I never have to do infantry on them. I just help moving them around.
You're doing a good job. You keep
So-
answering our questions like this, and it's all going to be good. And we're not going to have to need this guy with a knife to intervene.
Okay. What else? You want to know?
I've got a few more questions, but Crash, Alina, do you want to intervene?
What are they doing in that place?
I don't go into the room, but there's always surgeons going around, and there's always a lot of noise, a lot of screaming, and we're making warriors. We sell them. We use them as not sell them. We use them as weapons for the higher ups. Like Valentine, and and the boss, the boss of the settlement I work at.
Who's
Not-
this
not-
Valentine person you mentioned?
He was there. He was always wears a green suit. He's the second in command of where I work. The real one in command is the boss's son. He's mainly running the area near the Bonelands, while his old man's in the pleasure houses in Flavdas.
Valentine, do you know what his contracts are?
It's what you said it is. It's the prison devil. That's all I know of it. It lets him do this whole teleportation thing with buildings and blocks of those cell blocks. I don't know how many times he can do it. He just can. And I don't know what the boss's son's contracts are. I've only ever seen him once. Please don't ask. I seriously don't know. As he looks to Luca and back to you guys.
Do I believe him though when he says that?
Do you want to
Does it
roll an
seem-
insight?
Yeah, if I can. Yeah. I don't know if I'm buying it. He had lied. I said about the contract thing. So just wanna make- that's a natural 20.
He is
Ooh.
so terrified. There is no way he is going to lie to you right now. This is a man who doesn't think necessarily that he was going to get killed. He thinks he is going to be left as a vegetable like this, like Luca, who's currently just stood completely still, very eerily just looking ahead. Or, well, not if he had eyes, he'd be looking ahead.
Fuck yeah, right. Oh god. Okay. Good. I won't ask you about that. I only have one more question anyway, and then whatever these lot want to ask you is Their business. You are in a contract with a devil, aren't you?
No. Yeah, sorry. No, yes, I am. I am. We all are. We're all signed up for it.
What is the contract, and who's the devil that you have assigned with?
The ammunition devil. It's one of the two devils that are currently allied with us, as far as I know. I don't know any other devils. We catch all the others for the experiments, is what they tell me.
Well,
He looks to the other two.
Can you tell us what this ammunition devil gives to you?
Yeah, he gives a cell of his body to each of us, and if we cover up our hands, we can shoot these
Those things,
blasts of
yeah.
those.
Things are making so much more sense now. Ugh. I do have a question though. And he
You've got
walks
to keep
up
me
and
safe. They can't find me. If they find me, they're gonna.
anyways, is there anything in my teeth? I can't really don't have a mirror around here.
He looks inside your teeth. He's going to roll a perception check. He's too scared. He's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Speak up, speak up.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have eyes? Is it yes or no?
Uh, I don't think so.
Oh, thanks. Crash leaves.
Please, just put me in a cell. Please. As he looks to Alina.
We're done here. She's just gonna walk out.
Ah, you're lucky. I thought she'd have more questions for you. All right. As he begins to stand up. Oh, you know what? Before I do leave, I want to ask you one more thing.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a being called the Phantom before?
That's not. It's not real. It's that's like a story, isn't it? That's you know.
Oh no, buddy. Oh, it's real. Has to be.
He looks at how serious you are and has reached like almost a new level of fear. As the door would open now if Alina went over and tapped on the door, as two people R would walk in and motion for you guys to get out, and two other prison soldier officers would go in. One of them would tap on Luca's shoulder and motion and sort of move him out of the room, as he would just walk in this very straight, almost like frog step. This very straight manner, and the other one would handcuff him again and take this man away. This member of the Western Force.
Ooh.
And with that, we will leave it for today.
Oh my god. Oh my
Do
god, oh my
you-
god.
You see,
We got a lot out of that.
we got a
Yep.
lot out of that.
Valentine,
All of that was-
you motherfucker.
Yep, that's his name. Valentine.
Yeah.
A very symbolic name, if you know about Saint Valentine.
I don't think I'm familiar. But very, very dope. Oh, finally
Yeah.
getting some answers and some. Fuck, man, we really do need that. Our training arc is going to be crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's starting now. I'll actually say, yeah, this is kind of the. If we're splitting stuff into like mini arcs, I'd say this is where the training arc begins. Although it
Yeah.
might only be one session long if we crack out
Yeah.
a long session in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Damn, man.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching this session. As always, if you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. We have decided to switch to a bi-weekly schedule, which is just better for us overall. Some big plans are in the works, so watch out for that come in August and September. And as always, stay safe.